JoJo has fun.
Dragon. Anyway, welcome back. Hi, I'm JoJo.
Hey, I have a work thing. Hold on.
That's work thing. I'm Jeff.
Yeah. So,
What about this game do you like, Joe?
I like the feeling of going up to somebody and cutting them to pieces.
That's a weird thing to say.
Why you say that?
I mean, what if I was just like,
what's
Joe,
VR
what?
for?
What if I was like, Joe, what do you like about going to Disneyland? I like the feeling of going up to somebody and cutting up. Like, okay, cool. Makes
Well, we're
sense.
not at Disneyland. I can't afford it, so I'm here.
Oh, you guys, maybe you can help me.
Okay.
And I'm asking
This better
you.
have to do with Disneyland.
Yeah, welcome back,
does a
everybody.
little bit.
Kim's.
I have a question.
Not very good at our show right now. What's up?
What do you mean? No, I'm out of it now. We had an issue where a woman didn't show up for her post-op, and I was supposed to call her today, and I didn't. But I'm sure she's fine.
She's somewhere eyeless in Woodland. What's going on?
Somewhere eyeless.
No. She lives in
Hashtag
Sacramento.
eyeless in Woodland.
She has a really hard time getting around.
I
Anyway.
love that romantic comedy.
Anyway.
It's much harder to sleep without eyes.
My in-laws are celebrating their 50th anniversary next year
Why?
because they've been married for 50 years.
How old are they? When
Why
did
are
they
they
get married?
celebrating? Is the real
One of
question.
them is like 70.
Okay.
70 Twixty too?
And one of them's like 68 or something.
Oh,
pretty
Robin the
old.
Cradle.
Well, what's your question?
Yeah.
Well, Mike is an only child.
Right.
And that
Cool.
means that we kind of have to plan this. So they had their 25th. I saw a home movie of their 25th.
These are wait. I'm sorry.
These are Mike's
Before you
Mike's
continue,
parents.
okay. I was like, are these grandparents?
No, these are Mike's parents.
Okay.
And
Why do
so,
you have to plan anything?
Well, because it's a nice thing to plan a party for someone.
You say that. It isn't. But go ahead.
Okay, so for their 25th wedding anniversary, they had a big party at the country club where they're having Pip's first birthday. So I thought, like, we could have their 50th at the country club.
Hang on just a second.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm sorry, Kim.
Oh, God
I love
damn
you,
it.
but I have to know. Did you say a country club where they're having Pip's birthday?
Yes.
Is that where we're
The
going?
one that we're invited to?
No.
What?
This is the one on the East Coast.
Are we not good enough for a country club?
Tell you what, you come to Vermont, you can go to the country club party.
I don't care about Pip that much.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's why you weren't invited.
Is there an
Damn
open
it.
bar?
Fucking
Yes,
hoisted by
probably.
my own petard.
This is
Oh.
going to
Sorry,
be catered.
sorry.
I told her she could invite family over to her house for his birthday party, and it became a catered event at the country club.
Wow.
Okay, so how is this connecting to Disneyland?
Okay, so Mike and I are trying to come up with
Oh, shit.
something to do for their 50th wedding anniversary.
Go to Disneyland.
We were thinking that, but no. He has shot down Disneyland because he
Okay.
doesn't like Disneyland.
Sounds like Danielle.
Yep. So we were thinking, where is a place that they would like to go? And so this is like one of those games. Like Sally is 2 inches taller than Billy, who is, so Dave and Barb, they don't like exercise or the outdoors. They like man-made wonders, but they hate being around people.
VR.
No, they don't like technology.
What?
They they like
Sensory deprivation.
they don't
chamber.
like art.
What?
Okay.
Who are these people?
What do they like?
Yeah.
So
Give us-
Mr. Martell likes cars,
Okay.
but they don't like traffic.
What does she like?
She likes people watching,
Okay.
but she doesn't like lots of crowds.
Okay. I got you. They go and they marathon the Transformer movies. They've got cars.
No, they fall asleep.
God
They
damn
fall
it.
asleep with movies. They won't go to they go to the movies and they just sleep through the entire
Jesus,
thing.
these people sound like the worst.
Yeah, this sounds like I'm trying to find something for a loaf of bread to do.
Yeah, what would you take your loaf of bread to celebrate?
Wind sailing in the desert. Yeah.
Ooh, that's not a terrible
Nope.
idea.
Holly said wind sailing in the desert because she's the best. She's the best among us.
But also, like, there's no people watching in the desert.
True.
Yeah, actually, wind sailing, you don't typically wind sail alone.
I
Well,
don't
then I've been
know-
doing it wrong.
I have to admit, I don't know what wind sailing is.
So basically, you get on like a little vehicle with a sail, but you're on like a desert. Like in, I don't know, Utah.
I would say like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, but it's a show that no one else here has watched, despite the fact that I have lent it to one person in this
Yeah,
room to
Jeff.
watch.
I'm
Nobody
really-
wants to watch Avatar, Dick.
Yeah, I'm really knee deep in Star Trek right now.
Hey,
so
guys and ladies, everybody listening to watch this, comment if you think that JoJo should watch Avatar: The Last Airbender,
or
the cartoon
comment
series.
if you really think that season 4 of Deep Space Nine is when it started getting like really good.
Or comment if you think JoJo is super dumb.
Or comment if you're actually watching this, because I feel like we do a lot and people don't really.
Or just comment and say hi. I'm lonely.
That was very real. That's like I'm back at the entrance. That's
just
like
work
what you
really-
do as a mom.
That's just work really hard.
I just want to be recognized.
I just.
So just so we're clear, I can't really turn my head or I'll throw up.
Yeah, this game is very, very fuck-it-y with the head.
Oh,
There's a guy.
Oh hey.
Oh,
Got
man.
him.
Not on the first date, man. Come on.
let me. How do I drop this?
Put it behind you.
Oh, I can't drop it. I was gonna. Oh shit! Sorry.
Oh.
Hi.
It takes a lot of stabs.
What was I?
But yeah, so wind sailing sounds like a good option. I
So
don't
wind
know.
sailing would be okay. So like for example, they drove through Death Valley and didn't even stop.
So they don't like traffic, but he likes the driving of cars. He's like going to car
He
shows.
likes like car shows.
Okay.
He likes car shows. They like antiques. They both like antiques.
Okay.
It reminds them of when those things were new,
Yeah.
like when they were.
Right. They liked. So we used to go to this. We used to go to this lake, and then the family that we rented from sold their house. So then we rented a different house on the lake and surprised them, and they hated every minute of it.
Why?
Wow.
Well, because it wasn't the house that they like, because they remember like the memories of that house, and that's why they keep going there. They could give a shit about the lake, and so like it wasn't. It just wasn't the same.
I hate his parents.
Yeah, I
FYI.
hate these people. They suck.
I would
weird
never
thing-
invite them to anything.
Yeah, can we not hang out with them?
Yeah, can't tell them that we don't want to hang out
Yeah,
No,
with
I
but
them.
wanna go
remember
windsurfing
they
with
actually hung out with Emma, and they love Emma.
I don't give a shit
That's
if they
that's
like
a
Emma.
side note. They love Emma.
I mean, I love Emma too, but there's one thing I would not describe Emma as, and that's dynamic. I love Emma. She's not dynamic.
They asked about her for like every week for 6 months after they met her.
Now,
Yeah,
when you say
just-
they hung out with Emma, do you mean that they all occupied the same space for a period
no,
of time?
Smoke
no, they
weed
like
with
sat
Emma.
next. They sat next to each other at like Thanksgiving dinner, and
Do they watch the show?
my in-laws.
Yeah.
No,
Fuck them then.
they don't know what the YouTube is.
Why not? Why not tell them? Maybe they'd love it.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
They like to see what their daughter-in-law is up to, or whoever.
You know, their daughter-in-law or whatever you are to them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, they would like the Pip content because they do.
Well,
love
that's all
Pip.
this show is, really.
Yeah, but all
Yeah.
the Pip content is just like stop giving him beer,
What?
and we're the ones saying it.
Yeah, which is really odd because, you know, I'm totally
Hey,
for
I
babies
completed
drinking
my
beer.
mission.
Hey, good
It
job.
doesn't say anywhere on here that you shouldn't drink beer if you're a baby.
Actually, Danielle was listening to a podcast earlier that
Oh,
says drinking
God,
alcohol is good for your
Kim.
heart.
What?
Yeah. that's-
Alcohol is
But
good for
I
your heart?
actually just read that one alcoholic beverage a day greatly increases your risk of high blood pressure.
Well,
You know what's funny, Kim, is I read something today also that says people who try to justify their alcoholism by saying I just read and then mentioning like a fake medical study, they're alcoholics.
Yeah, but was it a podcast?
Oh, see, mine wasn't a podcast, so
Well,
it must
then
not
there
be
you
as
go.
It was a
valid.
keg cast.
Yeah.
It wants me to go over here.
Can I ask a very weird, dumb question?
Yes.
Why are they called podcasts?
Like a
Why is it? I get the cast part. Why is it?
Pod.
Why is it called a podcast?
like so like do you think it's like it's based in
You're asking
so
me the
like
question.
email
Okay.
is like electronic mail. So
Right.
podcast
What is the pod? What,
is
everyone is.
Go on.
is
Everyone got real quiet all of a sudden. Like,
I was gonna answer. I was hoping that somebody would have like a aha.
Like, the only thing you can think of is like, because it's like a self-contained, like, little.
Oh, like
Okay,
it's
a digital
pod.
audio file made available on the internet or downloading a computer device, typically available as a series.
Why is it called a
that's
pod?
what a podcast is. But why is it called a
Uh,
podcast? Where'd the
The
pod come
term
from?
podcast. Come on, Quora.
Is it because they were on iPods first? Like,
That's probably maybe part of it, but I doubt it.
I mean, because you'd think that now because it's used and no one likes using Apple products. I mean, come on.
Now Apple is it.
Yeah.
What
And
Apple
people-
do?
Like, yeah, their phones got lame. And I started with an iPhone 3G. And now
The
I'm
word
an Android
podcast
boy.
is derived from two words, iPod and broadcast.
Oh, I was right.
Bow, bow, bow.
Wow. Man, we are...
Oh, wait, I can't remember. Was it?
No,
Oh, Cha-Cha doesn't like that noise at all.
stop giving dolphins air horns. A service message from JoJo Lewis. Now, Kim, I would have pissed my pants if you had gone. Podcast is derived from two words, poddick and asked. What those words mean, no one knows. Anyway, Jesus.
Well, that's a lame fact that we learned. That makes me
Yeah,
sad.
Yeah, sorry.
Especially since I don't use an iPhone or an iPod or anyone using an iPod
Do you
these days.
use an iPad?
Danielle does, but not me. 'Cause
Oh, Danielle uses an
Mike
iPad?
has all Apple products and he hates them.
why
But
does
they're
he buy
all
them?
because they're all linked to each other. And so if you're gonna get rid of one, you might as well get rid of all of them.
I think that makes him a hipster.
No, it doesn't make him a hipster.
No,
it makes
it-
him addicted to
I don't
fucking
know. I
expensive-
keep something that I hate on
Oh, what the
purpose.
shit? Did you die?
I don't keep things I hate.
Oh, you died.
Well, no, because it's just not practical for him to get all new stuff. Because he'd have to get a new phone, a new computer. Like everything he has they're all linked together because they're all Apple products. So if you were to get a new thing, it would be unlinked from all his other things.
But if he got a new thing, he could go off the grid finally.
Yeah, and also, like, Kim, that your reasoning is just like, all this shit sucks and is inconvenient. However, I will keep it.
It's more inconvenient to get other shit though. Like it's not
It's
so bad.
It's so low-level inconvenience forever is better than an inconvenience today and then no inconvenience anymore.
Okay, you are describing exactly why people don't give a shit about global climate change.
Kim, I'm not exactly sure where you come down on this issue.
Because people are like, I don't want to do anything to stop this from happening.
So you agree with me that his position is unreasonable?
But it's not unlikely.
It's not unlikely
Kim,
because it's
what
it's
the
it's,
fuck are you talking
it's
about?
not unlikely because it's a fact that you told us and it's happening right now.
Yeah, like that's not
is
thank
just-
you, Jeff.
this
That
is
makes
just-
perfect sense. It is not unlikely. It is illogical.
No, this is just the way that people act.
You know
I
what?
agree with you. So what are you talking
Why
about?
are we yelling?
I don't know. Sometimes I forget.
We
I don't
started
know.
with the podcast.
It means
Most
iPod
arguments do.
and broadcast. And I read somewhere.
Well, I can tell you right now that as somebody who had Apple products forever and I had so many iPhones, I can tell you when I switched to an Android, you realize you have an Android.
Yeah.
It makes Apple
I've never
products-
had an Apple product.
Yeah, it makes it look like baby garbage. And I've
Oh,
seen
I love baby garbage.
Well, you have baby garbage attached to you right
my
now.
little baby garbage. Look at how cute he is with his little face and he's sleeping.
I had a
pink cheeks.
I had a MacBook Pro like 5 years ago, and I'm not even kidding. The first thing I did with it was install Windows.
Yeah, that's what everybody does.
I
Wait,
know.
did you were you amazed by how lightweight it was?
No, because mine was heavy as shit and super hot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, because they don't have
MacBook
fans.
Pro, MacBook
Oh.
Airs are the super light
Oh.
ones. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, my lovely girlfriend got one of those and returned it because she felt it was too flimsy.
It's Daniel's phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
I use a Mac at work, and I've used the same Mac for the last
You
6
use
years.
a Mac at work.
Yeah.
Where do you work at? A chocolate factory? Like, who does real productivity at their work with a fucking Mac?
Just because
Other
everybody...
than graphic artists. Hey, boo.
Hi, baby.
Hi. Oh, hi.
I've used, I don't know what it is. It's just one of those Macs that's like, it's the screen and the computer, and it's
Mac
all
Pro.
one thing. Yeah. It's the same one I've used since I started there 6 years ago. They just put new RAM in it, so now I can open up 4 tabs. It's fucking great. So one of those tabs is always the Twitter, because hey, when I'm working, right? Right.
When you're working, you're twerking.
I'm working and twerking, and I'm tweeting.
Ah, shit.
Jeff Brown, tweeter here.
Yeah. Why don't, so anyway, where do we come down on your boring ass parents?
I don't
or whatever?
know.
Maybe they should kill themselves. Tell them to do that.
No, not enough people. They need to suicide bomb themselves.
There we go.
So the thing of it, though, Kim, is like,
What?
if you're that old, what are your limits in terms of your behavior?
What do you mean?
Like, what can you not do?
I still don't know what you mean.
Like, why don't they do
Can they
drugs?
fuck is what we're asking.
Yeah. Yes,
oh,
can
no,
they
they
fuck?
definitely fuck.
Do they get boners?
Ew, they definitely fuck?
Oh, yeah, they
Then
fuck.
take them to a very low-key orgy.
I'm going to ask you a weird question. Are they attractive people?
No.
Okay.
Can I be the judge of that?
You want to see pictures?
Well, it depends. How
Oh.
much of the top and how much of the bottom do I get?
It's like 0% of the bottom and 35% of the top.
Well,
Uh,
I got nothing else to do today. Oh.
All right, you guys. Well, tomorrow we'll play some other games. Bye.
Okay. Thank you for joining us on Sairento. This is really fun. If you have the ability to not get motion sick, I recommend playing it. But if you get motion sick, play something else. Bye.
bye.